11. I hope you're all doing really well. So I'm going to share with you first what I am wearing today to work, and you won't be surprised to know that I'm wearing my Colette Moneta again, or seam work Moneta should I say. I keep saying Colette Moneta because that's the pattern that I've got. I am wearing it actually with my other Tilly and the Buttons pearl cardigan, so I thought I'd put this on today. I really love the colour of this, and the fabric is really lovely. It's actually a cotton jersey which I got from Simple Life Fabrics, and I had it a while ago. I made it up, but I did this version slightly different because, like I said yesterday, I have lengthened this version. I think I only lengthened it by about maybe 1.5 inches to 2 inches maximum, not all that much. So it only sits slightly lower on my waist, just because if I wear it with high-waisted jeans, then it just covers my stomach, because I find the other one, it rode up too much basically, and showed off my midriff. So it's okay if I was wearing a top underneath, but if I was wearing it with just the actual cardigan itself, you could see my stomach, which I didn't want to flash. Yeah, so this one is slightly longer, and because of that and the way I've lengthened it, the crossover is slightly lower. So the other one I think was a bit more higher up here like that, but this one is slightly lower, and it is slightly stretchier as well. So in actual fact, it feels bigger on me, and the sleeves come down further as well. So it's just purely because of the fabric. So James has just popped in because he's going to come and, with his crazy hair, he's going to come and open Becky's Sewing Studio Advent Calendar with me today. And Harry's joining me because he's got something to show you. But before I do all of that, let me just finish what I was talking about. So just hold on, hang fire boys a second. Yeah, so Tilly the Buttons pearl cardigan in a cotton jersey from Simple Life Fabrics. It's a lovely pink colourway with all these little flowers on, and I'm wearing it with my Colette Moneta. So as you can see, it is longer on me, and the crossover, like I say, is lower because of that, and it does tend to sort of gape as the day goes on like this, which I don't really like, so I probably will be fiddling with it a little bit. It does tie at the side, but I can't tie it any tighter because I'm literally at the end of where the tie is. So I can't bring it round anymore, unfortunately, to sort of hold it into place. So probably what I could do with is having just a very small snap there to hold it into place, one of those invisible ones. And I think I would feel a bit better about that, because then at least I know it's not going to move. But I still think it looks really nice with this dress. The contrast is nice because it does have blues in the actual fabric as well. So at least it does contrast. And like I say, because of its stretchier nature, the sleeves come down a lot further on me. Oh, you've styled your hair. Very nice. Right, okay, so before I get cracking with the advent calendar then, last night I did end up doing a little bit of sewing, but it wasn't the bestie bag, and it wasn't for me, it was for Harry, because of course he needed a festive jumper / t-shirt for his festive jumper day at school today. So I asked him what he wanted, and we had a look what fabrics we had, and unfortunately he didn't have an old t-shirt for me to applique a detail on like I did with James and Thomas's versions. So in the end I found some sweatshirt fabric that I'd already got, just scraps left over from their jumpers that I'd made last year. I think it was the Mini Billy jumpers. Maybe it was early this year actually, I can't remember when I made them now. And I said to Harry, look, I haven't really got enough to make a sweatshirt, so I will have to make a t-shirt. And in actual fact, I couldn't find the pattern pieces that I'd used for Harry's sweatshirt anyway. So in the end, I made a t-shirt. I've used the Bobbins and Buttons Lee t-shirt, but I've used the applique design from the Mini Billy pattern in the Mini Makes book from Tilly and the Buttons. So Harry, would you like to come over and share with my viewers your lovely Christmas t-shirt? Right, I'm going to lower you down so you can be seen, so bear with. Okay, so Harry has actually got it on with the t-shirt underneath, because I only did a short sleeve t-shirt, but how cool is this? So I basically used the design here of the panda, and I made him into a snowman with you know, with a little hat on and his carrot nose and eyes, and I just used scraps of fabric that I had in a scraps box for that, but it's just a grey sweatshirt in fabric, and I've used a nice
sleigh.
Come here. Nobody wants to know what sleigh is. And I've used like a nice ribbing fabric around there, so it's nice and stretchy, and you've just got your normal t-shirt, a long sleeve t-shirt on underneath. So yeah, you're really pleased with it, aren't you? Yes, so as I was saying, it is festive jumper day today, and although I have made both James and Thomas their festive t-shirts,
I don't want to wear
they don't want to wear them, so they're going in their school uniform. Now they haven't got their jumpers on because I don't like the logo to be shown on screen, so they've just got their white t-shirts. So James is going to open Becky's Sewing Studio advent calendar. So James, we are looking for day 11. Oh, you found it, that was quick.
It's at the top.
It was at the top, let's have a little feel. Ooh, it feels quite soft. But I don't know, I can't guess what that is. Okay, go on, diving in. Other side where the sticker is. Right, what have we got?
Leopard print ribbon.
Leopard print ribbon. Is it ribbon? Yes, it is. It's actually a little bit of twill ribbon. Oh, that's really pretty in Becky's leopard print style. So that will get used on something. I'm not really sure yet what, but I'm sure it will come in handy. Let's see, it's probably about, I don't know, maybe about a metre there, something like that. So just to bring that up. There we are, that will probably be some trim on the inside of a garment. I usually use bias binding for lengthening, or keeping length on my dresses and things like that. But this would equally work the same. So yeah, that's really nice, isn't it? Yeah? Yeah. Okay, so boys, as you're not wearing your festive jumpers today, what do you think your friends will say?
Nothing.
Nothing? Honestly, they're a nightmare. Right, I am going to love you and leave you then, as I'm going to go downstairs and get breakfast, and then I'm going to be off to work today. So tonight I probably will be doing some more sewing, this time for myself, but again it won't be the bestie bag because I don't think I'm going to have time to fit that in tonight, because it's my festive jumper day tomorrow at work, and guess what? I don't have anything either, so I don't want to go out and buy anything. So I'm actually going to have a look in the charity shop just to see if there is maybe a big sweatshirt in there that I could upcycle, you know, and use the fabric, you know, to pleat on or something like that. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet. I'd ideally like to make a jumper dress, but I don't have any sweatshirt in fabric in to be able to make anything like that, unfortunately. I will just double check, but I'm sure that I don't have anything. Right, off to school for you boys.
No.
Off to work for me. Yes. We shall see you later. Bye.
See you on my next vlog.
Hello, I'm back from work, and I have been to the charity shop on the hunt for something to upcycle for tomorrow's festive jumper day, and I think I have success. So when I went into the charity shop, bearing in mind our charity shop is very, very small, and we've only got the one in our village, so there isn't a lot of choice, and I have to say it's hit and miss as to what you can find in there. Some days it's great, and other days you're just like, why are these even on the hangers? But yeah, I mean, each to their own, you know, but I did manage to pick something up today. Now, I did go in there looking initially for like a sweatshirt or something to upcycle into my size. So I was looking initially in the men's section, maybe in an extra large or something like that I could make smaller for myself. But they didn't really have anything that was suitable, and some of it was a little bit worn, and they had quite a lot with like embellishments on the front of it. So there wasn't a lot there to choose from. Then I did have a look at the festive jumpers that they did have in the ladies range, but nothing really suitable for myself again. And there wasn't a lot of plain tops in there for me to upcycle. So I have managed to pick up one top. This was originally from Marks and Spencer's. It's actually just like a white t-shirt top with a very fine blue stripe in it. This cost me £2.50 from the Loros charity shop, and it's got sort of a high-low hem, but I think I probably will be either tucking that into my trousers or something, because I think it'd probably be best to wear it with trousers. So yeah, I've tried it on. It's quite a thin top, so I might have to wear a vest top underneath it, because I'm not really sure if you're going to see my underwear through that or not. I'm not too sure, but I've only tried it on over the top of my dress. But it's a really nice shaped top. It's actually got raglan sleeves, and it's really nice. So it does seem a shame for me to embellish it a little bit, but it will become my festive jumper, because I don't think I'll ever, you know, hopefully change size too much not to be able to wear that. So it's quite generous in its sizing in the body as well. So I've been having a little rummage through my fabric scrap stash, and I have found a few pieces that I think I'm going to work with. So what I'm intending to do is to put a design on the front very similar to the way I did Harry's t-shirt, and I'll insert a picture of the finished t-shirt so you can get a better look at it. And he wore that to school today, which was really lovely, and he's over the moon with it, which is great. So yeah, I thought I'd do something very similar to that style, but instead of copying him with a snowman, I'm going to do a penguin, I think. So I have actually found some blue jersey fabric. So I'm going to have a blue penguin, basically. I don't think it matters that you change the colour of these animals. So yeah, just a dark blue jersey for the body of the penguin. Then for the sort of white section of the penguin, you know, where his belly is, I have either got this fabric, which is cut into strips at the moment. It's just some cotton jersey with little rainbow flecks on it. They look like little teardrops or raindrops. And I really like that. So that might pair really nicely. So I'll just show you that together. So I'm thinking like that. Or I do have this black and white spot as well, just a little remnant offcut. So I could perhaps use that for the belly of the penguin. So I'll show you that as well. I mean, that does look actually quite nice. I'll cut out a belly in both pieces, and then I can kind of choose. And then I thought I would give the penguin a scarf. So I've picked out either this fluffy pink, which I think will contrast, you know, nicely with the colour scheme. Or I've got this jersey fabric in a white little spot. And again, I think that contrasts really nicely with regards to it as well. So I think, you know, it will have a colourful scarf, the white sort of front, and then the blue main bit of the body. And then I'll use, again, I think the same bits for the eyes that I did with Harry's, which was actually some offcuts of my teal long line jacket for the eyes. Yeah, so I'm quite looking forward to having a little play with that this evening. And as the top is already made up, it shouldn't take me too long to sort of embellish the front of that, really. Obviously, the only problem is with the way that I did Harry's, I was able to incorporate the snowman in the side seams, whereas this one is just literally going to have to be stitched on. I have got some of that fusible sort of backing that you can fuse the fabric to the fabric. So I will use a bit of that, I think, first to stop. Well, there's not going to be any fraying because it's all jersey, but just to make sure that it is really secure, and then I'll sew over it afterwards. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to having a go with that, and I will hopefully be sharing with you tomorrow morning me wearing this with a nice festive design on the front. So that is my plan this evening. So no rest for the wicked, as usual. Yeah, I've had a fairly nice day at work today. It's really nice. I just find that we're coming up to the end of term now for Christmas, and people are just really jolly at the moment, and the kids were all well behaved today, which was really, really nice. In actual fact, it was their Christmas dinner day today, so I think a lot of them were having Christmas dinner, so the library was actually fairly quiet, and it was actually like a library was supposed to be. Quiet, people reading, people doing their homework. It's not usually like that. It is usually chaotic, and I have to, you know, kick people out when they're not in there for what they're supposed to be doing and things like that. But yeah, they were all fairly well behaved today, which was very nice. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you for now then. I'm going to crack on with doing that. I don't know whether I'll be able to share any of that later this evening in the process of doing it. I may well do so. It just depends how long it takes me to do it, and because I don't want to get this video up too late. And also the lighting situation in my conservatory is not all that great, is it? So yeah, I may well just come on in the morning and share that with you. So I'll either see you later or I'll either see you tomorrow. All right, take care. Bye. Oh, before I go, actually, I forgot to share what the song was. So obviously I put Harry there strumming his guitar, and a few of you have commented in the comments box below to let me know what song you thought it was. And I know some of you said you're too old to have known that music, so I'm really sorry about that. But the ones that did comment, yes, you got it right. It is the Black Eyed Peas, You Got a Feeling. So yeah, I really like that song, and it's really nice to listen to the boys playing that as well. Thomas has actually done a rendition of it as well. So I'll have to insert that as well, because he plays it just slightly lighter. So it's quite interesting to see how each of them kind of strums, you know, differently. So what I will do is I'll insert another song tomorrow, and then I'll give you the answer to that the following day as well. So you can look forward to a rendition of something tomorrow. Right, I shall see you then. Take care, bye. Right, I'm coming on for the last time this evening. As you can see, I am sat here in the conservatory doing my sewing. I'm going to give you a progress update with my top. Now, I have been sat here for quite a while doing this, and I thought I'd try to avoid using the adhesive kind of stuff to put the fabric to fabric. No, that does not work with jersey on jersey because it was stretching all over the place, and I'd gone round with like a blanket style stitch on my machine, and I had to unpick it all. So I'm now way behind, and this is now taking me longer than doing the one from scratch for Harry yesterday. Anyway, I am pleased with my progress so far, and I will get it done tonight, even if I'm still sat here sewing at goodness knows what time. But I also found some vinyl, which I had upstairs, some sparkly vinyl. I think it was from Happy Vinyl Fabric or something like that. I know they're no longer trading anymore, but it is basically HTV vinyl, which is heat transfer vinyl, and you just basically can iron it on with a normal iron using some grease-proof paper, and I have done that, and I've done a little bit of that on here. So I have got the body of the penguin on there, and then as you can see I've got some of these glittery stars on there, which is supposed to be like snow coming down. So I've just put a few on there at the moment, but that's as far as I've got so far. So I'm just doing the adhesive onto the belly of the penguin, and then I shall be attaching a scarf and some eyes and his little beak, and I think that should be about enough. So I shall have a look how that's looking, and fingers crossed it should be Christmassy enough. But I'm going to love you and leave you now, and I will see you tomorrow, because I want to get this video edited and uploaded for you, because otherwise it's going to be dead late. So I am sorry it is a bit later than normal, but I'm sure you'll catch up with it as and when you need to anyway. So yes, I will see you in the morning when I'm looking a bit fresher. All right, take care, bye.